They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lance now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off of play action, here's Lance. Open man, here's Foster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Taken at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is Carson, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Dumas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him. Not picked.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3. 14-3
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Lance. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Working from the gun, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown, Washington. Delaney Walker. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it.
They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw again on second down. Lance flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lance. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. This is caught by Tate. Touchdown, Seahawks. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson will throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the delay, here's Carson. Carson the 1st down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Wilson. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
And Lance's throw complete to Foster. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Lance. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Golden Tate. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Undercross.
Now Lance. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down Washington.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, Lance. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Lance looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Washington 31, Seahawks 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Tate. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Open man, here's Foster. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Lance again. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On play action, Lance. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a play fake. Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Lance. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. That one to Swain, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Golden Tate, 35 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Wilson going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Seahawks 32. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, it's Lance. Finding some room at midfield as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
And Lance going to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Again, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the night. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. On second and a long way to go. Wilson being chased out left. He's got room to run past. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open left side is Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Squeeze, double up.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Throwing now is Wilson. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, if they're not a playoff team, this is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Lance now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains, definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. There's Wilson. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, we saw a close game that kept